Hello guys, this is Ernan Multicaty again. I haven't done a video in like over a year I think. Being busy with college and all the other usual things that people do. So anyway, this is just a quick video on my driving test. I passed my theory test in I think it was December. You posted, I did do a video on that as well. So if you want to check that out, that will be in my videos. This one's about driving test. This is my second driving test, and luckily I passed it this time. The first time I done it, it was alright. It wasn't too nerve-wracking, but it was just, I think everyone gets general nerves because you don't know what to expect. So I failed because I got I think it was too serious, which a serious or a dangerous is a instant fail anyway. So I got too serious, and 4 or 5 minor faults. The too serious were on, we were going over a bridge. This is on when they give you directions to do where you have to go yourself. So like, they'll say follow signs for entry, which is what I got. So we come up to a bridge with traffic lights on, and I was on the top of it, and I stalled when the lights went on to green. So I done everything you're supposed to. Stop, put the handbrake on, went back into gear, looked all around before I went off again. And as I got to the top, I changed into second too quick, so I stalled on the top. Done everything again and went off. So that was the first serious. The second one was, we were coming up to a side road and he said turn left, so we turned left into the side road. He said at the bottom of the road turn right, so there was a van parked on the left hand side of the road, so I indicated right to go past the van, and then I went in front of it back into my lane. There was a car parked opposite the junction, right in front, and I turned right, but he said I turned too late or something, because when I turned I had to reverse back a little bit just to get past it, because obviously I couldn't have got past it without like hitting it, which you're obviously not going to do. So that was my first time. That was why I failed the first time. The second time I passed, which was lucky. It looked good. I was made up with that because the amount of time you have to wait for things like driving test. My first driving test was in June 31st, and my second driving test was the 28th of August, just gone. So yeah, it's a long wait, and if I'd have failed that, it'd have been November, about November. So I'm just getting my marks sheet up now so you can see. Don't know what I've just done then, press the button. So this is my mark sheet here, and as you can see, where it says the, probably backwards for you, but it does say pass. If it's on the right thing, I'm hoping. And I got 2 minor faults with that. The first fault was, we were on a 40-mile-an-hour road, and I'd went to go from from 4th to 3rd, but I went into 1st, and obviously it slows the car down quite quick. So as soon as I went into 1st and it slowed down, I went straight back into 3rd, and it was all fine. It slowed down, but I sorted it out easy enough. So that was the first man, and the second man we've got in Liverpool, in Norris Green, where you do your test. We've got a double roundabout. So basically it's 2 roundabouts on one. You go round one roundabout, and as you go to approach the second roundabout, there's a zebra crossing going right through onto the other side. So if there's a person crossing, obviously you've got to stop before when you're basically on the first roundabout, and then once they've gone you can go across, and then you're basically on the second roundabout. So it's vice versa. If you go, he just said he didn't see me head turning enough, like not checking or, but that was it. So that was me 2 faults I got on that, which I was quite happy with. 2 faults. It wasn't, I had the same person the second time who took me the first time, so it wasn't too bad. Wasn't bad at all, because I'd already met him the first time, so I already knew what he was like and if he was nice and that. And he was alright, because I'm a person, when I get nervous I talk quite a lot and quite quick, as many Scousers do. They talk quite quick. So yeah, also before you when you approach the test centre, You go inside and you sit there and they come out exactly on dot. So if your test is 10:14, which was what mine was, you'll sit there and there's other people coming in who are ready to do their test, and they come out exactly on time, and one comes out at a time. So we'll come out with a clipboard and they'll call, if they call you, you go up to them, give you your provisional license, just your provisional card. You don't have to take your paperwork or your theory test like it tells you to on you when you do your actual test. When you do your theory test, it tells you have to take your paper license, your actual license, and your theory certificate, and that you don't. It's just your card. Pardon me, card license. So you give it to them, and they check all your details are exactly the same as what is on their documents. And they ask you, do you want your instructor to go in the car with you? Mine advised me not to, because if you make a mistake, then you can't really say you haven't because your instructor was there. So you're more likely to pick up little faults if your instructor's there. And then you say, at the end of the test, you want your instructor to come to the car. And you say yeah, because you want them to hear feedback. If you failed, you want them to know what you failed on and what to improve on when you go on your next lesson before your next test. So you go outside, they take you outside, you tell them which car is yours, they make you stand like, I don't know how much distance it is, but it's away from another car and tell you to read the number plate. Once you do that, you go to the vehicle, get in it, they have a walk around and check that it's all looking safe and safe to go on the road and everything. You sign a declaration in the test centre to make sure that the car's road legal and it's got insurance and you're able to drive it. And then they come in the car and they ask you 2 safety questions. The first time I got asked, it's a show me and tell me question, but it's not always show me and tell me. It can be, I got a show me and show me question. My first one was, or tell me question. I got asked how to know if the head restraint's right, and what was the other one? I think it was what's the minimum tread depth for the tyre or something like that was. The second time I got a show me and tell me question. The first one was, can you show me how you'd make sure the handbrake was safe and in good use while keeping the car under control. So you put your foot on the brake, take the handbrake off, explain that you need to lift it up, make sure you don't overextend the clip because that can wear the brake out. And then I got asked about where would you find the tyre recommendations, which is in the manual, or sometimes it's on the inside of the car door. If you answer them fully and correctly, it's all, even if you make a mistake, it's just you don't know until the end of your test what. I don't really think making a mistake on your show me tell me questions, what you get asked, would make that much of a difference. It might give you a minor, but it's the rest of your driving that they're really examining. Also, at the end of your test, when you pull back into the test centre, if they ask you a question like, if you made a mistake, you need to be fully aware of the mistake you made. Like, if they say, do you remember when you done, like, if they said to me, the reason you got the series for that is because you stalled, do you remember? And you have, like, I totally remember them. If you own up to it and act like a confident person, that could be the difference between you passing or failing, because they could ask you about a mistake you made. And if you go out and didn't think I made a mistake, then they'll think, well, they're not a competent driver, and they could fail you. But if you'd have answered it like, oh yeah, I remember I went a bit over the speed limit in a 20 zone, I went 25 once, or something like that, then they're going to think, well, they know the mistake, and they've owned up to it, so that could potentially be the difference between passing or failing. To pass the test, you can have a minimum of 15 minors. If you get serious or dangerous, you fail instantly. If the driving examiner touches that steering wheel, then you've basically failed. But don't just give up. You've got to go on, because there's no point in giving up. You can't just stop and say, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, because you've got no choice. All I can really say is eat something of the day of your test, because it really does help with nerves. If you've got any questions to ask your driving instructor, I'd write them down, because that's what I did when I had some questions about different sort of roads, or if I wanted to do any manoeuvres or anything. I asked my instructor, and helped me, and I understood, and it made me more confident going into my test the first time. When you go there, just do your best. That's all you can do. You can't really do nothing else. That's the way I look at things. I think you can't do nothing else. You can only do your best. And if your best isn't good enough, then you just try again. As they say, you try until you succeed, or what's the other saying? Can't think what the other saying is, but it's quite a common one as well that loads of people use. So yeah, just be confident. Show me, tell me questions if your car's like a certain make, what you're driving with your instructor, or if it's your own car. I would personally go on YouTube and type in show me, tell me. Say mine was the car I learned to drive in was a Ford Fiesta, so show me, tell me Ford Fiesta, and then it'll be the exact same as what the car you're in, what you're driving in, so you'll know everything that's said on that is in the exact same place it is in your vehicle. So it'll make things a lot easier than watching it about a different car. Yet the questions and the answers are all going to be the same, but it might be different in the car you drive. So that's all I can say for that one. I'll be doing another video soon about some new books I got, and probably first driving experience really, because I'm on my parents' car insurance, so I'm just waiting to like get me key, which should be within like I should have it by Friday. I'm also starting back at college next week, so that's going to be busy again. So thank you for watching, and I hope you get any. If you've got any questions or anything you want to ask me, just comment in the box below or inbox me personally. That's all I can say really. Like, subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching, and I hope if you do your test very soon, I give you the best of luck and hope you pass. And if you don't feel let down or like it's the end of the world, because it's not. As most people say, the people who pass first times, it doesn't mean you're a better driver. It doesn't. Most people pass second time, and most people fail first time, it's because nerves and that can get in the way. So good luck if you're doing your test soon. If you're learning to drive, good luck with that as well. And just enjoy it, because when you can drive, it's just the independence you will have is just incredible. Thanks for watching. Bye.